Let's get there. The SpaceX Starship passed another key test Sunday night. That, according to a tweet from SpaceX founder, CEO Elon Musk. The SpaceX prototype successfully completed a cryogenic proof test. Well, what that means, it proves the Starship can withstand high pressure, which would, of course, be an issue in space. Musk tweeted that the next step will be an engine test, which is scheduled for later this week. Previous prototypes have not had success passing the pressurized test. The ultimate goal of the program is to build a human settlement on Mars, but they got to get there first.
You got to get there.
You got to get there first.
Well, good luck to them on that. Elon Musk, he was a forward-thinking guy. I will say one thing that we saw our skies last night. I talked to you about the crescent moon and Venus. Something else that was seen too, a string of lights.
What was that? I saw the video.
That was SpaceX. What it is, those are actually satellites. They're called Skylink satellites that they're pushing up there into space. It's to bring internet to remote places of the world. So this is kind of another thing that Elon is doing, and SpaceX, I guess. But the wild thing is it flew overhead. You got this string of lights just kind of flying across the sky, and it's a satellite. He's actually going to make kind of a constellation of satellites that'll be working together in unison in order to bring...
Well, it was such interesting video.
Yeah. A lot of people sent in and asked about that. So if you're one of those, you haven't found out yet. I'm sure a lot of people have by this point. But it's like, yeah, it was SpaceX and their Skylink satellites. Pretty cool.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're pretty much
Facebook is taking on Zoom with a new video conference app. Messenger rooms will allow users to host a meeting of up to 50 people. Unlike Zoom, there's no time limit. Zoom does allow for a meeting of up to 100 people, but limits the time to 40 minutes. Messenger room users can invite people to the video calls, even if they don't have the Facebook account. The use of video conference software has exploded recently, with millions working from home. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg says he wants to expand this new technology to apps like Instagram and WhatsApp.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, you've used Zoom a little bit, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because now that we're doing a lot of Skyping here too,
yes,
in order to talk to our guests on lifestyle. So it works out pretty well. So, did you have any issues with Zoom? And it looks like,
I've only done it one time, and my only issue is that everybody kind of wants to, because it's not a meeting, and we were all just for church trying to say hi to each other. Everybody kind of wants to talk at once, and you spend a lot of time waiting and coming back in. I guess if you have a meeting, you ask the question, somebody answers, and maybe it's a little less chaotic.
This is you as the one in charge. You need to have a mute button on all the...
I guess it's really, it's an interesting experience, but it's great to see everybody.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to do it. I mean, if you're going to have a meeting and people, all getting together in one place, but you can't get in one place, you can get placed online.
But I can't imagine 100 people or even 50.
That would just be, that's almost too much. You know what I'm saying? You've just seen all these boxes. It's one thing to have like 9 and it's like Brady Bunch, and that's pretty cool. You can look up at people. But, it's different to have that many in there, especially if they all want to talk at the same time. That would just be absolute chaos, right?
Well, and what's funny, all the memes that have been using what looks like the Brady Bunch on Facebook. I've laughed so much. Yeah. Well, Storytime is making a comeback, and that's a good thing. Today is National Tell a Story Day, observed in the United States every year on April 27th. It's the perfect time for it, too, with families spending a ton more time together as they follow stay-at-home orders. The reason for the special observance is to encourage people of all ages to exercise the age-old tradition of storytelling. So gather your loved ones, crack open a book, or tell a story, a meaningful story about someone in your family or your own unique experience. I come from a long line of good storytellers.
I'm the same way, and I don't know if it was just us growing up in Kentucky, but I just know my uncles, my grandparents, they all could tell you just such good stories that you just don't hear now. Now, maybe they elaborated on it a little bit, I don't know, but the thing is that they just kind of grew up in that generation where they, the storytelling was just a part of life.
A big, important
where it's really
part
not
of
a part of our lives right now. But I think we were kind of fortunate to have grown up with these people where storytelling was kind of an art, but it was an art that was practiced often, and it's just really not practiced anymore. So,
well, I'm guessing family is probably doing a little bit more of that with
I would think so.
During the shelter in place.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tell a good story.
The ghost stories, those were always good. My uncles used to tell some good ones there,
We'll be back with Scott Wiley right after this. Stay with us.